Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and look into what is happening next for you. So if that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and just jump right into this. For the intuitive messages, we have the star and the tree that came out. I'm getting a couple messages here. First of all, what could be happening moving forward is that a family situation could be healing, okay? There could have been some discord or some disagreements, or maybe there was like a coldness, like maybe you weren't talking to your sister, your brother, your aunt, something like that. But I feel like that could be healing, and there could be new growth that's possible in a situation that once felt like it was very barren and desolate and, to quite frankly, dead, okay? That could be for some of you guys. I could also see some kind of healing for your family lineage. So perhaps you've been doing a lot of work to heal your ancestral line or to clear some kind of karma or something like that, and I see that happening as well. I also see that there could be some kind of hope or faith being restored within a situation that was barren. This could definitely be talking about a work situation or some kind of financial situation, because the tree can talk about stability. It can talk about your foundation and your roots, okay? So I see that something is maybe causing you to believe in it again, or to have faith or to have hope in this situation again. Now, for some of you guys, this could be a creative passion or desire that you have as well. Like maybe you've been feeling very disconnected from your creativity. I'm getting like they're showing me the Four of Cups in my mind's eye. So I am getting a feeling of like apathy or dissatisfaction, maybe even indifference. Like, I don't care either way, right? I'm just numb or whatever. But I feel like there's something here that it's almost like reigniting, and it feels strongly connected to your creative energy. There could be a wish fulfillment that's coming through for some of you guys as well, or you could see a shooting star, or the stars could be very significant for you, okay? So we're going to jump right into this. We are going to get some numbers. Now, this number could be something that is significant to you already, or something that shows up as a confirmation. We have 12. We have 13. We have 18. And the last one, we have 15, okay? All right. Okay, so I want to just jump right into this. We're going to do tea leaves. What is going to be happening for Gemini gang moving forward, Spirit? What can Gemini expect moving forward on their path? What is going to be happening next for Gemini gang? We have the Fan. It says romance, celebration, and party, flirting, you're invited, and you may be dating soon. Fan also gives me the energy of recognition as well. So there could be some recognition that's coming through for you guys, okay? But what Spirit is saying here is what's happening next is you might be invited to some kind of event, maybe a party. Maybe you're going to be celebrating something, okay? And you're going to be invited to this. Maybe you're going to be the guest of honor for some of you. That's not for everybody, obviously. But it does feel like you're going to be out and about or doing more things, okay? We do have marriage on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So some of you guys could be dating to marry. Like, I'm not dating to waste time. I'm not bored. I'm dating to find my person, right? And if that's the case, you could definitely be meeting somebody soon who actually has the potential to be your life partner here, okay? Especially if you've been wanting something new, if you've been looking for something new. I do feel like for some of you guys, there could be somebody who's going to be entering the chat really soon, or you're already engaged with this person, okay? Some of you guys might be invited to a marriage, or not a marriage. Invited to the wedding, right? We want you to leave afterwards. We don't want you to be the third wheel for the rest of our marriage, but some of you guys could be invited to a wedding and you might meet somebody there, okay? I am getting that you might be dating soon. So if you have not been dating, if you have not been entertaining anybody, if you've been kind of like solo mission, hermit mode, or maybe you've been healing from something here and you're like, I can't bear to deal with anybody else right now. I do feel like what Spirit is saying is that there's a potential here for you to meet somebody new, okay? And isn't that good news? Okay, let's see. What else do we have here for Gemini gang? What's happening moving forward? But I'm also hearing that song, I think it's from Kendrick Lamar, where he's like, he's a fan, he's a fan, he's a fan. So somebody could be a fan. Somebody could definitely be like, you know, interested in you or like what you do. Maybe you're well known, or maybe you are well known at your job or something, but I'm definitely getting the energy of an admirer here, okay? Okay, what else is happening for Gemini gang moving forward, Spirit? What else can Gemini gang expect moving forward? Did something pop? Yes, we have the tortoise. It says, slowly but surely getting ahead, a snail's pace, patience, practice makes perfect, and there's no need to rush. For some of you guys, especially the way the tortoise is going into that fan, it's making me feel like some of you have been waiting a while for your person. Maybe you've, you know, you've been striking out a lot, or maybe it just feels like, you know, when am I going to meet somebody? Okay. Or, you know, whatever. I feel like this has been, you know, very slow coming, but it's almost like it's worth the wait. Okay, so that is coming through for somebody here. Like, it's going to be worth the wait when you meet this person. Okay, somebody could be slowly coming out of their shell too. Maybe they're wanting to approach you. This person could have been not sure or very timid, right? The tortoise, the shell, it protects the turtle. So maybe this person was very defensive or very protective over their energy, but they're looking at you and they're like, man, is this my second chance for happiness or something like that? Okay, I also feel like whatever it is that you've been working on here, again, this recognition could come in, something could start growing. Again, with this tree, it's like something was barren or it wasn't growing properly, and now it's going to. Practice makes perfect. Maybe you've mastered something, Gemini. Okay, and Spirit is saying there's no need to rush. Okay, sheesh, trust me. Resonates, right? There's this energy like the next person or the next time you get a chance at love, there's no need to rush. Take it very slow. Let it grow naturally, right? These trees take a long time to grow from a little sapling all the way to a big, strong tree. So let it unfold naturally. Let it grow, you know? Okay. What else do we have here? What's happening next for Gemini gang? I'm hearing God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. I don't know who sings that song. God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. I think that's how it goes, but that's what I'm hearing. So that's significant for somebody. Yeah, there could be somebody coming in where it's like, damn, you know, I never thought that I would meet somebody like you, or I never thought there was somebody like you out there. But obviously it was divinely guided, or it was divinely led, and, you know, Spirit blessed this broken road, meaning it was a lot of hardship that led me to you or led me to this place. I don't know. For some of you guys, it could be like maybe a good job or something that you need, right? I don't know. The wall says a misunderstanding. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You may need to look at all sides of this situation and read the small print in all contracts. So Spirit is saying for sure in anything, doesn't even matter if it's like a financial contract, a soul contract, right? Whatever this is talking about, Spirit is saying, make sure that you're reading the fine print. Make sure you're asking the important questions. Make sure you're very clear about your intentions, and make sure that everybody's on the same page. If this is financial or work-wise, make sure that everybody understands what their role is, what their obligation is, what a day in the life of whatever you're doing is going to look like if this is like a new job or something, okay? Spirit says, don't be afraid to ask questions. Sometimes, like, we don't ask questions because we don't want to scare people off or we don't want to ruin situations, but truly asking questions is not going to be enough to scare off your person or your dream job or whatever, right? So don't be afraid to ask these questions, because it could help you avoid some kind of misunderstanding later. There could have been a misunderstanding between you and somebody, and Spirit is asking you to look at all sides of the situation, not just your side, you know? Because when I think about this wall, it's like when you're looking at the wall, you can't see what's going on the other side of the wall. All you can see is this stone, which could definitely represent that indifference energy that I was picking up. All you can see is your side, right? But Spirit's like, if you peeped over and you looked at their side of things, you might see why they act the way they act, why they reacted the way they reacted, why things have happened the way that they've happened, right? There's, I'm hearing that song, love is blind and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. There's a lot of songs coming through that I don't know. I know that song. I've heard it, obviously. It's a very old song, so I don't know. But I don't know who sings that song. Because I haven't heard that song in forever. Like, ever. That is truly a channeled song. I don't think I've heard that song in a decade at least. But yeah, what Spirit is saying is like, what you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. So maybe, I don't know, guys. There's several different messages coming through here. Maybe somebody thought that they loved you to the best of their abilities, but they didn't. You know, and Spirit's like, what you think is love is truly not. Okay? You need to elevate, and you need to look at something else, like, or figure it out or something. That could be for some of you guys. Others of you, maybe you had a misunderstanding. Maybe you thought somebody was your person, and maybe this person's not. You know, so Spirit's like, what you thought was love is truly not. You need to elevate and find, because there could be somebody else out there. Not better, just more suited to you, right? So do take that as it resonates. Anything else before we put this deck up for what's next for Gemini gang, what they can expect next? We have the egg. I'm not going to keep this, but it's a big chunk. But yeah, the egg. Look, egg, wealth, woman. Some of you guys could be meeting a wealthy woman. That's not for everybody. Some of you guys are meant to be a wealthy woman. This could also be your divine feminine energy here, okay? The egg says, success assured with good plans and hard work. The odds are ever in your favor. And then it says, there's a massive potential to grow right now, and something hatches. Yeah, there's so much potential that's like surrounding you. It's almost the energy that I'm getting from Spirit. Like, there's so much potential. There's so much room to grow, or room to see something prosper here. You know, like that hope and that faith with the potential, with the star and the tree over here. Some of you guys are meant to be wealthy, point blank period. Okay, you are, but you might have to step into a different role to achieve this. Maybe some of you guys have been doing something that you've been doing for far too long, and it's time to step out of the box. Okay, anything else before we put these cards up? Anything else? Oh my gosh, holy moly donut shop. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I found my card, and I also learned how to move my chair up and down. Y'all are like, how long were you gone? I was only gone for like 2 minutes, I swear. My sister gave me this computer chair, and neither one of us could figure out how to move it up and down, and I finally figured it out. So today was a good day. Anyways, we have the horse. It says, short journey, travel, quick series of events happen. Someone comes in from a distance. I'm sorry, y'all. It says working out. Some of y'all could be trying to work out. Maybe you guys want to get in shape. Okay. There could be something here where maybe you're trying to take care of your body. You're trying to heal yourself, and you're like, it's a slow progress, but you know, it will make it happen. There could also be something that's taking place here, especially in Sagittarius season. The horse represents Sagittarius. There could be some wisdom that's being acquired here that's helping you move forward. Like it was a journey to get here, but I'm finally here. Some of you guys could definitely be traveling, or you could be planning for travel. Maybe it's not going to happen now, but you could be getting yourself geared up to travel. And obviously somebody could come in from a distance. Okay, so that could be for some of you guys. Also, I'm seeing that I put like a little dot in the middle of this horse's head for whatever reason. I feel like there could be some kind of enlightenment that's going to take place here, guys. I don't know. There's something there with that. I feel very strongly that that's going to happen. Yeah, we have the angel on the bottom of the deck. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm, light a candle, signs, and your guides. So, you know, maybe your guides want you to spend some time with them, spend some time, you know, in contemplation, quietness, maybe journaling, meditation, whatever you like to do. Light a candle, light an incense, right? Light a joint, whatever it is for you, you know. But there could be something here about connecting with the other side, connecting with your spirit guides. Some of you guys might be acquiring some kind of mediumship abilities here, or these might even be increasing, is almost what I'm getting. We have the peacock. It says, beware of great pride, show off. Someone is showing off to get your attention. And then it says toxic masculinity and attractive. Okay. So Spirit is saying here to beware of great pride, especially in this situation where we already see the wall. We already see the misunderstanding. It's like, you know, like I can't see past my own perspective, my own hurt, my own wounds, my own truth, right? I don't even want to look at yours, because if I look at yours, then I have to give empathy, and I have to understand, and I have to maybe even look at myself and see that maybe there was ways that I wasn't great, and maybe there was ways that I contributed to this, right? And somebody might be heavily in their ego right now, Gemini. This could be you, or this could be somebody else, and just not wanting to see somebody else's perspective, because somebody's comfortable in the pain, right? In like the anger, the bitterness, like that's where they've settled, you know? This person might have been sad, but now they've settled into like this bitterness, like type of energy of like, well, this is not my fault. This is your fault. You know, I didn't do anything wrong. I did this and I did that, and you did this and you did that, but it takes two, truly, you know? So there could be somebody here who's just very arrogant, very prideful, and is not willing to admit any kind of fault. And Spirit's saying to beware of that, right? So I don't know. We'll get more about this misunderstanding here in a minute, but any more? Just one more from this deck before we move on. One more from this, okay. And then the egg came back out with wealth. It came out again, y'all, okay? Since it came out twice, I'm actually going to keep it for you guys, but I do feel like there's something here where there's potential for you to have some kind of wealth in your future. There's potential for something to grow massively here, okay? It says viral growth, ancestral wealth, and old money. Some of you guys know that you're meant to be wealthy, or you've been told that over and over and over again, like you're meant to achieve something. You're meant to have great wealth. Okay, so let's go ahead and start clarifying this fan energy. Okay, romance, celebration, and partying. What is this talking about for Gemini gang? What is this talking about for what's happening next for them, Spirit? What is this fan talking about here? We have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, so some of you guys have been single for a while, you know, and maybe you've been working on your healing work. You know, maybe you've been really trying to focus on that, focusing on balancing yourself out, letting go of old wounds, old trauma, old baggage that maybe you recognize that you have and you really don't want to bring into the next connection. You could be manifesting this King of Pentacles or Queen, but they're showing up as a King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's incredibly stable and sturdy, like a mountain. This is somebody who, financially secure, financially independent, possibly owns their own business, or they just, you know, are doing very well at their job. This is somebody who's loyal. This is somebody who's dedicated, consistent. With this dog here, this is somebody who is possibly connected to spirit. There's your card, Gemini. So this could be a Gemini, but also this could just be somebody who has their eye on you, like the way he's kind of looking over at the Lover's card. It's like somebody does have their eye on you. Oh, wow. Okay. And they might want to offer you something too. So this does feel like this is possibly meeting somebody who is dating to marry. Like they're not dating because they're bored. We talked about that, I'm pretty sure, at the beginning of the reading. This could be somebody who's like, no, I'm looking for my person, you know? But again, I feel like you've been single for a while and maybe you've been waiting, because this is a card of waiting. 3 of Wands is also a card of manifestation, planning, strategizing. So perhaps you've been manifesting somebody. Maybe you've been scripting. Maybe you've been writing down the attributes and, you know, the things that you want to find in somebody. Okay, there could definitely be that kind of energy here. And when you meet this person, you're gonna be like, oh wow, they're like everything that I wrote down, you know? So I also feel like this could be destiny, because the 3 of Wands can sometimes represent destiny. And it feels like Spirit does have somebody that they are going to introduce you to. So you might meet this person. It could be very fated, a very fated encounter, a very fated meeting, okay? Where it's like, there's no way. That's what I was getting, that song, God Bless the Broken Road That Led Me Straight to You. Like, it's like, there's no way I would have met you had it not been for Spirit's intervention, you know? What else do we have here for this dating, romance? I also feel like there's something here about, like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting like her like Xing out and, you know, I'm getting like somebody editing a paper with a red pen. So maybe this person's a teacher, maybe you're a teacher. But I am getting this energy of like, you dating people or being around people and then seeing like things that you don't want, you know, like being shown what you don't want, so that way you can really spot what you do want. Because maybe before you just weren't sure, but now you're like, no, I'm definitely sure of what I want, you know? Yeah. Hierophant, Taurus energy, could be a Taurus. Also, again, this could lead to marriage. Like, you know, not trying to gas anybody up, but it could. Especially if you've been single for a while and you've been like waiting for the right one, okay? Okay, give me something else about this fan. Can I get something about the person that's coming in, please, Spirit? Possibly the person that's coming in for Gemini, or who they might be dating soon. We have the 3 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. 2 3s. 33. Somebody could be 33. 3 could be significant here. Maybe it's going to be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. I don't know. Probably not 3 years, but you never know, right? It does say tortoise. That's a slow pace. This person has been hurt before with the Queen of Cups and the 3 of Swords. This person might have been hurt by a Queen of Cups, or this person is a Queen of Cups that's hurt. Okay, and maybe that's why this has taken so long. This person might have needed to heal. Okay. I'm not sure I don't think that you've hurt this person or anything like that. I just feel like this person has been hurt. And so maybe this is why this person wants to take things slow. Okay. This person might like to journal. This person might like to write poetry. I'm getting like a tortured, deep soul. We're getting a lot of feminine energy too. So this is either you're a feminine Gemini, or this is talking about a feminine for you. This person is definitely a divine feminine though. Like they have Empress qualities. Yeah, there's something, I'm seeing the 5 of Wands popping out. There's something here about this person having been hurt. So Gemini, if you are a divine feminine, if you resonate as a divine feminine, a feminine energy, and you have been hurt recently, this person is going to be very patient and kind with you. They're going to understand that you've been hurt. They're going to understand that you have a past, right? That you have exes. They're not going to be one of those people that are weirdly jealous of like your ex. I never understood that kind of crap. Like, of course, you've been with people before me, right? As long as you're not with anybody with me, okay, that's a difference. But before me, whatever, like, you know, but this person might be very patient, again, like patient with you and see that you've been hurt. And they don't want you to, it's like this person really cares about your heart and they don't want to damage it in any way or reinforce those maybe fearful thoughts that you have, like all people are the same, all people do this, everybody always comes in and does that. Like, you know, you could have even told this person, like, or you will tell this person, you know, well, all people always do this, or, you know, men or women, they always come in and they do that. And so this person doesn't take it personally. They understand. This person could be a psychologist or a therapist. It's like giving the energy of somebody who understands human emotion and the complexities and the layers, you know? And so this person might, not want to reinforce that. They're like, I don't want you to think that I'm like everybody else, because I'm not. Okay? And if you're a masculine, it's the same if this is this feminine, because I feel like you've probably been hurt too. This is somebody who'll be very tender with you if you'll allow it, right? And you might be very tender with this person. Can I get something else about who this person is that's coming in with this romance, celebration, party? This person could like want to get you out of your shell a little bit is kind of what I'm getting here, you know? Like this person might see that you don't really, like you're a homebody, or, you know, like you only go to the grocery store and the gym. Like that's the only place you go. I don't know how you met this person, maybe at the grocery store or the gym, right? But this person might be like, let's go out, let's go to the farmer's market, let's go to a museum, let's go have fun, you know, let's enjoy our life, right? We have justice. Libra energy coming through for who this person is. This person could work in the justice field somehow, okay? Or maybe they have a job where they right wrongs or they help people. This could be a social worker, or maybe you do, right? Somebody could be a social worker. Somebody could be like a justice warrior, piece of the people. Somebody could be, you know, somebody who's a professional at something. They help balance out energies. It could be like a healing type of energy as well. Again, this person also wants to make something right. So whether this is like somebody wanting to make something right with you, or whether this is somebody who just wants to make things right, period. Like, I know that I'm not the reason that you have all these negative thoughts about love, right? But I'm going to come in and not reinforce that. I'm going to come in and not heal you, because it's not anybody's job to heal us. It's our job to understand our own traumas and heal ourselves. But this person will hold space for you and almost like hold your hand while you go through that healing process. You know, I don't know, guys, that's what I'm getting. Okay. If you're feeling like it sounds too good to be true, you're not alone when it comes to that, because I definitely feel the same way. But that is that bitterness, jaded, jilted energy that Spirit's like, yeah, that's what this person is going to recognize within you, that there's a bitterness or there's a jiltedness, or like, you know, like you be rolling your eyes at romance movies, but you desperately want that for yourself, you know? So I don't know. I feel like you're going to be going back and forth. Like this person might be very sexual, or they might have a lot of passion for you, a lot of desire. Like they might express their desire for you openly and freely. And you might be like, I just don't know. There could be something like that, like going back and forth, like, do I don't I, give them the D. That's for somebody, okay? That's not for everybody, but that's, yeah. I feel like there's a questioning on your end, Gemini. I feel like this person is very sure of you, and there's a questioning on your end. Yeah, because there's a burden. Because somebody here, whether this is you, them, or both of y'all, somebody is burdened by love. Like somebody is trapped in their head. They're upset over the things that have happened in the past. Somebody could have been feeling really rejected or dismissed from their last person. You know, like I gave a lot. I carried these burdens up this damn hill, and when I got to the top, this motherfucker was nowhere to be found. That could be for some of you guys. Or like I went out on a limb and it totally bit me in the ass. There's something here where there's like, I don't want to repeat these cycles. I don't want to feel this again. There's something like that. And so this person is going to need patience, Gemini, or you're going to need patience. Somebody going to need patience here. Maybe it's both people involved, right? Both people involved are going to need patience here. Yeah, because 10 of Cups, like happiness is possible. I do feel like Spirit's like in the middle of this. Like Spirit is the bridge here in this connection that you guys have to cross to get to each other. Okay? It's something like that. It feels like, Somebody could be dreaming about you too, Gemini, or you're dreaming about this person when you meet them or something like that. But there's a strong potential for happiness here. There really is. Like, there's a strong potential for happiness, but it's going to take patience, kindness, understanding, you know. So I don't know. Let's move on. Okay. What is this tortoise? Slowly but surely getting ahead for what's happening next for Gemini gang. What's happening next for Gemini gang? We have the King of Wands here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like full steam ahead when it comes to something in your career. Like, something is growing. You know, something is developing here, and you maybe are on the way to mastering something. There could be also something where you're like a visionary right now. You're really trying to carve out your path moving forward. Some of you guys are like in builder mode here with the King of Wands. You're trying to, I'm hearing, increase profit. Yes, increase profit, decrease effort is what I heard. So some of you guys are trying to create passive income here, but there's definitely an energy of like trying to advance to the next level, you know? Some of you guys are doing a service for your community, or like whatever you give, it's like people really appreciate this. And you're like, well, how can we go worldwide with this, right? Or how can we go bigger? Or how can we like multiply this? There's something here about marketing, PR, advancement, building a website, getting out there and doing things differently. Like, let's say you do something like me where you're online and mostly on social media. You might be like, well, let's go to farmers markets. Let's go to community events. Let's, you know, pitch up a tent and start pulling cards out there. Like, that's for somebody, obviously not, you know, pulling cards, but I'm using that as an example. Okay. Which I have pulled cards at events before, and it is awkward to say the least. You know, I got sat next to this Bible. I hate to say Bible thumper, because no disrespect to anybody's religion. I, at one point in my life, was very much thumping the Bible. But I got seated right next to him, and he like took it as like an honor to be next to the devil, right? Like, he was like so like mean mugging me and like treating me like I was like an agent of Satan. And I'm like, bro, relax. Like, you know, it was crazy. But then he was like, it left a lasting impression. Let's just say that. But anyways, yeah, there could be something like that going on where you're going to go out in your community and you're going to make money somehow, or you're trying to expand and you're trying to grow. Again, you're trying to get money to come in. That's for some of you guys. I feel like whatever you're doing right now, it is giving you something back, but it's taking its time. We're not going to keep this because it came out with too many, but death energy, some of this could be taking place in Scorpio season. Yes, you've been maintaining something or doing maintenance. It's been slowly but surely. The tortoise. Oh my God, Jessica. The tortoise has been slowly but surely getting ahead. Okay? And you're putting a lot of work in, and you're going to see some kind of harvest. You're going to see some kind of results here. Yes, some of you guys are trying to go from this King of Pentacles to this Emperor energy. So what's happening next is making progress on something that you've been working really hard on. You've been putting a lot of effort in. Look, yes, 2 9s, 2 3s, double 9s could be significant here. Some of you guys, you really want to have more freedom in your life. Like, you want to be able to create your schedule. You want to be able to travel. You want to be able to experience new things. Again, that passive income coming in. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, some of you guys want to be able to go on vacation and work from your vacation, or maybe or whatever, you know, like there's something like that of not wanting to be chained to something anymore. Maybe some of you guys are considering going back to school. Some of you guys could be considering being entrepreneurs or doing something freelance. But there is a sense of peace and security and serenity that's coming over you. And some of you guys are really starting to see the fruits of your labors, and you're very satisfied with whatever it is that you're building. You could be getting a lot of messages, a lot of emails, a lot of calls. A lot of people could be interested in working with you, maybe to the point where you're feeling a little bit bombarded. Spirit is saying that not all money is good money. With the King of Swords, you should definitely show some kind of discernment, because there could be people who want to work with you because they feel like you'll be able to help them out, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, the energy exchange of the 6 of Pentacles and everything, but make sure that, like, you know, it's worth your time, basically. You know, like, if you're like a celebrity, you don't go do every single freaking interview that's offered to you, right? Like, everybody and their mama want to interview you. Great. But what about the ones that I really want to be on, right? Like the Tonight Show, or I don't know. I don't really watch talk shows and stuff, so I don't know what's out there. But, you know, you want to be on something that's amazing, basically, or, you know, only accept the interviews that are worthy. So only expect because look, exactly. I don't know why I can't spit it out, but Spirit's like, exactly, 7 of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options here. So only invest in the ones that you feel like can go long term, okay? That could also be talking about a masculine energy too. Like this could be somebody who, again, they see this King of Wands, they're very fiery, they're very magnetic, very attractive. This person could be a performer here with this King of Wands, like that's their job or that's something that they do. This person could be an artist. They can be just, you know, hot, right? King of Wands is hot. They have a lot of energy, a lot of sexual energy, a lot of drive. This person could see you and could be like, yeah, I know that this is going to be slow. I know I have to take my time here. I can't just rush in, right? This person expects reciprocity, and this person is not going to just, you know, jump in with me because I said hello. Like, I feel like you maybe have done that in the past and it just didn't end up well for you. So you're really wanting to take the next one super slow. This person is very patient and understanding of that. This person also knows that maybe you have some confusion over this, or that maybe you have options, you know, and this person's like, hey, I'm just throwing my hat in the ring, and if it happens, it happens, right? I'm kind of getting this, I'm getting like an extremely patient or understanding, empathetic person here. And I don't think the King of Wands was always like this, because the King of Wands is kind of like time is money. Like, I want it and I want it now, right? That's kind of the King of Wands energy. But I feel like this King of Wands has been made into a patient person. But I don't know. Take that as it resonates. What is this wall, this misunderstanding? What is this happening for what's happening next? Now, this could be a misunderstanding that's about to happen. This could also be a clearing up of a misunderstanding that's about to happen. Or this misunderstanding has already happened and maybe Spirit just wants to give us some clarity. So let's see. You'll know, because it's your life, right? It's your reading. You'll know where you stand. What is this wall, this misunderstanding for Gemini? What's happening next? Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles. Somebody is, that's definitely an ego card for me. The Sun, another ego card. Could be a Leo energy, or this person could have Leo heavily in their chart. The Four of Pentacles is somebody who's like holding back. It's like miser energy, you know. It's somebody who, it comes out of a place of fear. You know, they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to be open. They feel like that didn't serve them in the past. You know, so now it's like they know that they have a treasure, whether this is their heart, their time, their energy, their sex, their money, whatever this is. Because this doesn't have to just be romantic. This could be anything, okay? This could be a misunderstanding you had with a friend. But whatever it is that they gave that they feel was very valuable, they feel like it wasn't honored or it wasn't respected. And maybe this person feels like because of that, it's like, oh, okay, well, since you don't value my heart, or you don't value my money, or you don't value my sex, or you don't value whatever, well, I'm going to lock it up in this chest then, you know? So it is kind of like a slighted type of energy. Like somebody could feel very slighted, Gemini, either by you or this is your energy. But Spirit is saying this is a misunderstanding. So maybe this person misunderstood you. Maybe you turned this person down and they misunderstood why. Maybe somebody ignored you, Gemini, or held back and you don't understand why. I don't know, guys, okay? You know, I'm not that evolved. To be honest with you, right? Like, I'm not that evolved. For me, it's like if I make a clear effort and you don't, it's just, I'm going to take it for what it is. You just obviously didn't give a shit. And that's what I feel like. This is the energy here. Like somebody feels like, oh, okay, well, you just didn't give a shit then, right? Like, that's what that is. Like, I thought you cared, but obviously your actions are showing that you didn't care. So, okay, I'm locking this shit up and that's it then. Fine. It's like, it's giving that kind of energy, guys. It's giving, okay. Lord have mercy. Yeah, with the Sun here, it's like there's some kind of clarity that hasn't been seen in this situation. This person could also have like a lot of joy or happiness and love and abundance. Like this person's a very carefree, young at heart. Let's go run around. Let's laugh. Let's joke. Let's sing and dance. Like this is this kind of person, but for whatever reason, it's locked up. So this is either you or this person, Gemini. Person's locked something up, right? Yeah, there's all these ego kind of cards here are coming out. Four of Cups, or excuse me, Four of Pentacles, ego. The Sun, ego. Six of Wands, ego. It's like somebody's ego is really running the show here, you know? So somebody could be putting on some kind of act right now, like, oh, it's fine, it's great, but deep down inside, they're really hurt, or they're just, maybe they're not allowing themselves to feel the feels, right? Somebody could also feel like, Gemini, either you or somebody else. Either you feel this way or somebody else feels this way. That somebody was putting on an act. Somebody was clearly acting. You know, like here, I was just fronting. Okay, that song by For Real. Here goes another one. Yeah, somebody feels like that. Somebody feels like here goes another one that was just putting on an act, was just fronting. Yeah, somebody feels like somebody is fake or somebody wasn't real with them. You know, they were just putting on this act just to get your attention or just to get you interested. And then like, as soon as you were, oh, here comes the real me, right? And it's like, yeah, well, okay. So maybe somebody vows that they will never open up to somebody again. I don't know, guys. Oh, gosh. Oh, what tangled webs we weave, right? But that's the energy that's coming through. So why is this a misunderstanding, Spirit? Because I see the Tower. Maybe there's some kind of false reality or something. Let me get something to drink. Scorpio energy. Maybe some clarity is going to come through in Scorpio season. But this could just be like maybe with the Scorpio. I can't even speak, y'all. I don't know. I know the Mercury retrograde is coming. Okay, I know it's coming in November, and I know we have that pesky 3-week shadow period. Lord, please spare me this time. Have I not been good, right? I've been trying so hard. Like, please spare me, because my tongue is already tied up in a huge knot. And y'all who have been here for a while, you already know how it gets around Mercury retrograde season around here. I can't speak. Focus, Jessica. Okay. Anyways. What is the misunderstanding, Spirit? Because we already see there's ego. We see there's defensiveness. We see there's a feeling of like being slighted or like somebody just really obviously did not care. That's my bad. I thought you did. Right? Like I thought that you cared because you were acting like you did, but clearly you don't. So it's like, you know, there's something like that. So what is the misunderstanding about this? Why is this a misunderstanding? Because if somebody don't care, they don't care, right? We have the Devil with the 8 of Cups, okay? Walk away. Somebody could have like toxic traits or toxic tendencies, okay? Somebody could be somebody like the type of person where it's like if one thing happens, they shut completely down and that's it. Like, you know, and they might be a very negative thinker. Like this could be somebody who holds grudges or, you know, just can't allow themselves to think positive. For some reason, they're showing me that movie Cloud Atlas, which I shared a couple weeks ago on my community tab. It's an excellent movie. I think it's for free right now on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest it. It's a long movie and it can be a little slow, but it talks about reincarnation. It talks about the evolution or de-evolution of souls. It talks about soulmates and karmic contracts and how you meet people over and over again in different ways until you evolve, or how it shows how you evolve with your connections with people. And there is this one character, I think it's Tom Hanks, but I'm not really sure what his name is. But he basically has this soul that has done so much bad stuff. Like he's been an assassin. He's been like, you know, just a really bad character. And so he's actually devolved in his soul to where he shows up as like the darkness or like the devil to people. And they call him Old Georgie, basically. And he's always like whispering in Tom Hanks's ear. Like he's always like, you know, telling him to run away when he gets scared, or to not trust people that are different, or, you know, like telling that people are lying when they're not, you know, like he's always trying to get him to like fall into that toxic energy and believe those toxic thoughts. And that's what's coming through here, you know? It's like giving the energy of this like devil, and like they were having this romantic, you know, little time on this bench, and the devil comes up and he's like, hey, right? You don't want her, you want this money, right? It's like giving that kind of energy. So there could be something where this person, maybe what the misunderstanding is that somebody's fighting their demons, okay? Maybe what the misunderstanding is that somebody's in a dark place. Somebody is going through spiritual warfare. Somebody's trying to let go of Old Georgie that's on their shoulder right now, okay? And they're trying to discern what the true is. If you know, okay, if you watch that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I feel like there's something here though with that. That's what is the misunderstanding. But it doesn't matter is what Spirit's saying. You can't sit here and wait for somebody to figure it out, because I feel like this could be very painful, right? Especially if you're the one that feels like you were slighted, or like, oh, okay, well, I guess you didn't give a shit, right? If you're the one that's feeling like that, you got to walk away is what Spirit's saying. Because there's something here where it's like this person, this is their battle. It's their path. It's, you know, and they need to figure it out. So, and this person probably doesn't trust you right now, Gemini, or you don't trust them, or whoever this one is that has Old Georgie on their shoulder. Don't trust the other person. So the other person's showing up and trying to be honest and real and vulnerable ain't gonna make a difference anyways. All that's gonna happen is the devil's gonna be whispering that you're a lying ass bitch, right? So that's just, it is what it is. Oh, Lord. It's a blessing and a curse to see everything. I'm telling you right now, like, it really is a blessing and a curse to see everything in these readings. Yeah, you just need to hold a firm boundary. Some of y'all might have somebody new coming in anyways. This person's fresh and, you know, it's like this energy of somebody who's like romantic and they want to connect and they want to go out and have a good time and, you know, go see things and experience life and let's go listen to some music and let's go look at the stars. Like, it's giving that kind of energy. So some of you guys are being asked to hold a firm boundary with this person, even though your heart probably is with this person, and just see what else is out there. All right, let's move on. Or this is somebody in regards to you. Like, Gemini, if you're like, this sounds like me. Like, I'm the one struggling right now. You know, I'm the one that's kind of turn my back on somebody. Like, if that's you, then the person that you're connected to is being encouraged to walk away and see what else is out there and hold a firm boundary. And it's, yeah, let's move on. What is the egg in the wealth? What is this for what's happening next for Gemini gang? What is this? We have the King of Swords coming out here. Give me something else for this. This egg and this wealth. So Sagittarius season could be very significant for this. Yeah, I feel like you're cultivating something right now, like you're trying to grow something. So Spirit is asking you to maintain a balance right now and keep yourself disciplined. Some of you guys need to make sure you're getting enough sleep, you know, taking care of yourself. Health is your wealth, right? Because there's massive potential for something to grow. Also, the Temperance energy is the card of alchemizing. So some of you guys are alchemizing this wealth in, and it's starting in your mind first, but then it's going to ground down into the physical. Some of you guys could have more than one offer that comes in, or more than one way that you're making money. I'm getting like burning the midnight oil here for some of you guys, okay? Yeah, trying to make it happen, Captain. With the Knight of Wands here, yeah, there's an unexpected opportunity that could come in when it comes to your wealth. And this might be something that feels out of your comfort zone, or it feels like it's big, right? Like, so it feels like you have to like really go after this or really give this your all, you know? It's kind of the energy I'm getting. And so Spirit's wanting you to ground yourself with this, because this is going to really have the potential to grow your finances. It could definitely grow your finances to where you're going to be able to relax a little bit more. So maybe you have to put in a little bit of work now, so that way you can relax later, is kind of the energy I'm getting as well. Yeah, Empress energy wanting to come out with the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yes, this is going to turn you into a whole new version of yourself and really expand you. You could be working on a team with other people. People could see you as a very valuable member of the team. People could be wanting to learn from you. So you could be conducting seminars, podcasts, you know, webinars. Maybe you're doing courses or coaching, or you're teaching somebody something here, is what I'm getting with the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, but you're helping people, you're collaborating with people. So this is going to help your money grow, basically. Okay, dokie. Let's get some advice and additional messages. Okay. Not that long. I mean, it's about average. You know, I sit down and I'm like, I'm going to do like a 10-minute, 15-minute reading, like, and 1 hour later. You guys have seen that SpongeBob meme. Anyways. What do we have here? Advice and additional messages, please, for Gemini gang. Advice. We have victory coming out. Card number 40. Yes, there will be a victory, right? 40 reducing to 4. 4 is talking about your stability, your foundation. You will see a victory in your finances, guys. And maybe this looked like this was like a long ways away. Like there was no way that I was going to be able to get to this, but you will. So we see a victory coming in. Advice and additional messages. We have magnetism through gratitude, card number 31. So Spirit's saying, find something to be grateful for in every single day. Even on your hardest day, there's still something to be grateful for, right? Like, and I know that's hard, especially when you're really going through it, or like you've had something severe happen. Like you've had somebody pass away, or an animal pass away or something. Like, it's hard to just like think of something positive, you know, but this is actually how you're going to manifest. You're going to manifest through your gratitude, because your vibration and your frequency is how you're speaking to the universe. It's how you're relating yourself to Spirit, right? So when you're in this energy of lack, what you're saying is that's the experience you want to have. When you're in this energy of gratitude, you're saying that's the experience you want to have. So you find something to be grateful for. Spirit's like, okay, you're in the energy of gratitude. You want to be grateful. I'm going to bring things in for you to be grateful about. I know that it seems like it's hard to understand, and it seems unfair because it's like I should be able to tell you what I want. But the thing is like words mean absolutely nothing sometimes, as we see. As we see, right? Like sometimes people can say one thing and actually mean another or be another thing, right? So Spirit's like, so I don't listen to your words because, you know, you could say you want this, but then inside you're vibrating on this energy. That's why I speak to you through your vibration, through your frequency. What is your frequency telling me? Because that's actually your truth. So if you're vibrating at a low vibing frequency of like, I'm always going to have to work hard for everything. I'm always going to lose. Nothing's ever going to work out. Every day, blah, 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 right? Old Georgie's on your shoulder. Spirit's like, okay, well, that's the experience you want to have. So there's a need to really get into that attitude of gratitude and be grateful for something in every day. Find something to be grateful for in every day. This is going to suck new beginnings and new opportunities and abundance into you like a magnet, basically. This is also 31 reducing to 4. So we have double 4s, double 3s, double 9s. I think we saw double 8s. A lot of double numbers, okay? What else do we have here for Gemini? Advice conditional. Yeah, we have almost there. Look, 44. Okay, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's something about them 4s, okay? But yeah, this is what Spirit's saying. You're almost there. To what? An opportunity. To a new door, a new path opening up for you. And you can feel this too. You can feel some kind of like energetic pressure that's like pushing down on you. Like, I know that something's coming. I know something big is on the horizon here. We have card number 11, another double number. Okay. It says self-worth, self-love, self-value, and self-respect. And some of you guys are working on that, and it's been a long time, right? Like, it's been small steps to self-worth, but you're actually making big accomplishments here because nobody is perfect, right? And we all have trauma. We all have wounds that we act out of. We all have negative mindsets, or sometimes we got the devil on our shoulder whispering to us. But what Spirit is saying is to value yourself, right? Put self-love, self-value, self-respect into yourself. Make sure that you're not letting anybody else come in here and dictate how valuable you are, right? Somebody's rejection or indifference or whatever is not a reflection of your worth, Gemini. Actually, it's a reflection of how they view themselves. Because sometimes when you're somebody who can give freely, and you have a lot of love to give, you have a lot of affection to give, some people who are not used to that and in a sick, twisted way mirror your own wound of feeling like you have to give to earn affection. They feel like that too. So when you're trying to give to somebody that's just not able to receive it, they're going to feel like it's wrong, or there's something wrong with it, or I don't deserve this. Why would you care about me? Why would you love me? I haven't done anything to earn that love or to deserve that love. So oftentimes they're going to push that away and go chase after something where they have to prove themselves because they deep down inside don't feel worthy. So when you can switch your perspective to understand that how people treat you is not always, because there sometimes it is, right? But not always a reflection of you. Like when you know you had good intentions and you tried your best and you did your best, it's a reflection of them, Gemini. And that's why Spirit's saying that you have to put that love back into yourself, and you have to let this person learn their lesson and go on about their way. Okay, what else do we have here? We have shake, heal, release, and move on. Card number 27. Okay. Kind of upset that ruined the double number thing that we had going, but it's okay. Yeah, Spirit's saying just go ahead and heal, release, shake, move on. I mean, I know it's not easy, and healing is not linear, right? I can't stand when readers be like, just let it go. Just stop thinking about it. Just move on. It's like, if it was that easy, I would have done it. You know, but it's not that easy sometimes. But Spirit is saying that this is a journey, okay? And that you're going to get there, basically. Like, so don't be hard on yourself. Release those negative belief systems, right? Got a hair on the board. Prayer answered, card number 12. There's going to be some kind of prayer or wish that's going to be answered here, guys, okay? Let's get some of these papers out. In case you missed the last reading, I created these. We're probably going to do these at the end of most readings. Maybe not every reading, but most readings. If you don't want to see this portion, go ahead and click off. And basically, it's just channeled messages, words, whatever. I'm not looking at it. I'm looking out my window. And we will see what messages come through. They can be confirmations from the reading or confirmations just for your own life. So messages for Gemini gang, Spirit. Messages for Gemini gang. Pull some out. Messages from Gemini gang. Or messages for Gemini gang, I guess I should say. Messages for Gemini gang, please. Messages for Gemini gang. I like to get a decent amount, okay? Okay, yeah, that's enough. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, I think that's all of them. All right, so first of all, we have exposed. So you've been exposed, they've been exposed, something has been exposed. We have 1021. Interesting. That's my mom's birthday. I see 1021 all the time, like at least once a day. I see it. And it's always like a little sign for me that my mom's thinking about me, or like spirit has my back. So 1021 could be significant for you too. 121 could be significant, but really it's just a sign that spirit has your back and that, you know, your ancestors, your passed on loved ones are thinking of you. Okay. We have, this is fated. We have proud. We have Lone Ranger. Didn't Lone Ranger and Proud come out in the last reading that we did? And you guys see how I shuffle and you see all of these, like that's a lot of messages, y'all. Okay. So we got to pay attention to these ones that repeat. We have ships come in from a distance. It doesn't say from a distance, but it does say ships come in. We have, okay. We have moan in my mouth. Some of these are a little awkward. We have rejection is, we have vamp. This could be the one. Tough break. We have avoidant. We have star bright. We have love bomb. We have stop. So yeah, stop love bombing. That could be a message for somebody if you're the type of person that comes in all heavy and hot and then you don't even really know what you want. Like chill out because you hurt people that way. It's hurtful when people get love bombed, you know? Or maybe you've been love bombed. Karma repaid. So there's been some kind of karma repaid. We have 888. We have I ain't got no type. Okay. We have online connection. We have communication. Maybe you're going to meet somebody online. We have this world will test your heart. Don't forget you. That's an important message. Okay. We have actually it is that deep. I was just thinking back to when I wrote this message down because I wrote one that says it's not that deep in here. But then I was like, but you know what? Sometimes it actually is that motherfucking deep. And this is one of those things, right? Actually, it is that deep. We have shadow work and then we have tight. Moan in my mouth, tight. There's a little bit of sexual energy coming there. So I don't know, guys. Okay. But anyways, that has been your reading. Okay. I do hope that it helps. Hope it resonates. Hope it does something. And I'll definitely see y'all in the next one. Bye.